Hey Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. It is so rocking to be back with you. Well, here we are. It's Friday and it's Free for All Friday. And have we got a treat for you today? Now, just a quick reminder here for those of you who haven't done so, make sure to look below this video and see if you see my shop. I now have a merchandise shop and you can get a Psychic Bob t-shirt over there. So pop below this video, look right below it, and you should see a merchandise shop, and you can click on there and go and buy a Psychic Bob t-shirt. So definitely check that out. Also, because I always forget, make sure to hit like, thumbs up this video, and hit subscribe. We'd love you to be part of our channel. Now today, we're going to talk about some magic. A lot of you have been writing and said, Psychic Bob, would you teach us a little bit more of magic? We want to learn about herbs. We learn about magic spells. So Psychic Bob's hearing you. So today we're going to do a special herbalism spell. That's right. We're going to learn about the mystic herb, Star Anise, and different ways you can work with it for magic. So stay with us. Now, for those of you who are new to Wicca or magic, you may not know about this most mystical and powerful herb, but I'm going to show that to you here in just a minute. But I wanted to show you alternatives to buying this at the normal grocery store. If you go to a regular grocery store and go in the herb aisle, you can find jars of Star Anise. I found it to be very expensive at the supermarket, and so I went kind of off the grid and I found a little Latin supermarket near where I live. They sell Latino goods. It's kind of like a botanica. They sell Star Anise there much more affordably. I only paid it was $1.49 for this pack of herbs. Now this amount of herbs at the grocery store was running close to like $6, so that's a significant savings there. So anyways, let's take a look at this amazing herb. Now I've put my Star Anise here on my pentacle, but let's just take one and look at it up close, okay? Star Anise, as you will see when you open it, literally looks like a star. Now this is a great herb that has been used by witches for many years. It carries all the magical powers of the pentagram. But let's see what Scott Cunningham, one of my favorite witch authors, has to say about it. Now here's a book I recommend. It's called Magical Herbalism, The Secret Craft of the Wise, Magical Herbalism by Scott Cunningham. He has a section in here about different herbs and just like a general overview, some of the properties. So let's look at what he says down here about Star Anise, okay? So a Star Anise, the Latin name is Illicium verum. Hold on, I got to put on my glasses here. Illicium verum or I ancetatum. Anyways, I can't speak Latin. But the folk name of Star Anise is Chinese anise. The gender is hot. So, there are hot herbs and coolers. It's considered a hot herb. The planet associated with this is Jupiter. The element is water. The part used is the seed, and the basic power, according to this book, now I'm going to expand on this, it says clairvoyance. When I first learned about this herb, I was taught that it was a fire herb, which I think came because it has a hot element to it. But if you are using it for clairvoyance, which you certainly can, and I'll explain that later, definitely it would tie into the water. So I'm going to challenge this and say it could be a water herb or a fire herb, okay? But the name is Star Anise. Now, when you buy Star Anise, you want to take a good look at the package. Unfortunately, when I bought this was literally the last Star Anise they had in the store, and it had been handled and was a lot of the pieces, as you can see, are kind of broken. You want to try to get packets that have most of the stars intact, okay? And we have a few here that we can use. So there's one we can use. This one looks pretty good too. I think that looks like a star in totality. And then how about this one? Okay, so we're going to use these 3 stars, okay? Now one of the things that you'll notice when you open this package of anise is that it smells like licorice. Anise and licorice have a very similar scent, and it's quite fragrant, and I think quite lovely actually. If you hate licorice, you may not like working with it, but I love licorice, so I love it. Anyways, so one of the things that you can do now, as that book said, this can be used for clairvoyance. One of the things that some people do is they will take a star anise, and if you look right in the middle of it, there's a perfect circle. It's hard to see on camera here, but if we flip it over, you'll see there's a circle in the back. Many people, what they'll do for magic work is they'll take a thread and a needle. I don't have any thread or needle today, or I demonstrate this, but we may do that as a different video. But you take a needle and you can puncture right through the middle of the star anise, and you can thread it on a string. Traditionally, it's supposed to be strung on red string, and then it will dangle, and it can be used as a pendulum. So if you want an herbal pendulum, if you do a lot of herbal magic, you can thread a star anise and it will dangle and be a star pendulum. So that's one way that you can use it. Now, for those of you who enjoy dressing up in magical clothes and having magical charms, another thing that you can do is if you take the needle and thread, you can thread it through the center of the star anise and make a necklace. It makes a beautiful necklace. I've seen people, I've been to rituals where people will wear a whole necklace of star anise, and it's really quite lovely. So that's an ancient witch tradition, very magical, and it carries the powers of the star. Now, we're going to talk about the star today and its significance in this spell we're going to do. Now, for those of you who follow astrology, you may know that each astrology sign, each zodiac sign is associated with a tarot card. We are coming up to, I guess I'm a little prejudiced, my favorite zodiac period, which is the sign of Aquarius. On January 20th, our sun moves into the sign of Aquarius. The sun sign Aquarius is associated with the star card. So you see the giant star, and really if you think about it, the sun is actually a star. It's the ultimate star. So here we have our Aquarian water bearer under the light of the sun, or a giant star in the stars of heaven pouring water. So this is why the star card is associated with Aquarius. The spell that we're going to do today is called the Blessing of the Three Stars. So all you need for this are 3 star anise. If you can, a magic mirror. If you can't get a magic mirror, find some other scrying device, a bowl of water or a crystal ball. But if you can get a black mirror, or make one. I've shown you how to make these before. And a star tarot card, and a candle, which we have here, and some incense. Now I need to light our incense, so let's go ahead and do that. So this ritual is actually very, very simple, but really quite powerful. It uses the power of the tarot, and it uses the power of herbs. So what you want to do to start the spell is, first of all, if you have a pentacle, now you don't have to have a pentacle, but if you can, lay out your 3 herbs on the pentacle. Also, at this point, if you want, you can lay your star tarot card on the pentacle, because we're going to use that in the spell. And what I generally like to do is to raise the power. I'll take the tarot card and I'll pass it through the incense to purify it. You can say any prayer that you want, but basically, the intent is, may the smoke open the door of this tarot and bring power to it, purify it, and make it light and open. And then you can set your tarot card somewhere. Try to find a place like you can lean it up against a book, or in this case I have a picture frame with a pentagram on it, and let it sit there, okay? Then you want to take each of your anise and again pass them through the smoke just briefly to purify them. And again, you can say a prayer. May the smoke rising purify this herb, so mote it be. And then again, may the smoke rising purify this herb, so mote it be. Lay it down. Then get another anise. May the smoke rising purify this herb, so mote it be. And put it down. Now, here's where comes, for some people, be the challenging part, but I don't think it's too hard. So what you want to do then is, setting your mirror in front of yourself, you want to pick up each star And you want to name a blessing on each of these stars. Now, you can actually choose any blessings you want. But in this case, because it's New Year, we're going to do each star, one for wealth, one for health, and one for magical protection. So we'll say, hold this up, and we'll hold it in front of the mirror. And this is the tricky part, where you want to look into the mirror and you visualize, for example, health. So we'll call this the health star. You'll visualize yourself, through the mirror and see yourself in radiant health. See beautiful golden light around you, or whatever color you associate with health. And hold this star in front of the mirror and ask for your higher self, the image of yourself in the mirror, to work through this star. So we would visualize ourselves in radiant health and say, higher self, through this door, may this star bring us health. Bless this star for strength of body, mind, and spirit. So mote it be. Then what you do is you take the star, the anise, you lay it in front of the star tarot card. Then you take your next one and say, this one will be for wealth. So, well, again, visualize in the mirror. Try to see in your mirror images of you having success. Maybe you visualize yourself getting a new job. Maybe you see just more money in your pocket. Whatever signifies wealth to you, try to hold that vision. And then say, higher self, may your power work through this star and bring me wealth from afar. Bring me wealth, bring me blessing. May 2020 I walk in prosperity. Now, you don't have to say those exact words. Find words that speak from your heart. True magic is not always written in a book. It comes from the heart. And then take that star after you do that, and you can do it you may do it a few times. You don't just do it once. Do it till you really see it, you feel it, and you feel the energy connecting to the star. And then put the star again in front of the tarot cards. And then the next one will be for protection. So you'll hold this up and you'll visualize in the mirror yourself being surrounded by protection. However you see that. Maybe it's pentagrams surrounding you in the etheric, or maybe it's angels walking with you, or maybe it's just magic power at your command to ward off evil. However you see that, try to visualize that in your mirror and hold your star and again invoke the blessings. So we'll hold the star and we'll say, star of power, draw to me this protection I seek. Grant me your blessing, your protection, and may I walk unafraid through the year 2020. Now, you don't have to do it for the full year. Do it however long you want, maybe just for a week. But I'm just going to say 2020 because we're at the new year. And then hold that vision, feel that energy connecting into that star anise, and then set that star down here in front of your tarot card. The next thing that you want to get, and I don't think I said this earlier, is you want to get a pouch or a little bag, something to hold your stars. I happen to have this little wonderful silk pouch here, and that's what I'm going to use. It doesn't have to be a silk pouch. It can be a little bag, a little cotton mojo bag, or some type of holder for your stars. And so you want to pass that again through the incense, and say, may this bag be purified to work magic. And then again, lie it on your altar. And then you want to take your 3 star anise and then add them into your bag. So put them in one by one, and again name it. Say star of health, star of prosperity, star of protection. Then you want to seal those up in your bag. Oops, hold on a second. Well, I can't zip this with one hand right now. Hold on just a second. Okay, there we are. We're zipped. And then just seal it up tight. And now you have a wonderful magical charm to carry with you. One other option, which some people do, which I didn't think of, but I could have done, is don't decimate your tarot card. If you have an old deck that you want to get rid of, you could also put this card in your container, fold it up small and put it in the container. Or another option is Xerox the card and then cut out the image, just scan it and Xerox it and print it out. And then you just roll it like a little scroll, and you can also tuck the tarot card in the pouch. That's an option. You don't have to do that. But that's another way also to add a little more, magic to your bag. So guys, there is a new magical herbal charm for you. I hope that this has been fascinating and fun for you. As you see, magic does not require a lot of money. Keep it simple is what I always say. I hope today this has brought you some magical insight. And tell me in the box below, have you ever worked herbal magic? And have you ever worked with the herb Star Anise? I would love to hear your experiences. Tell me in the box below. And now all that remains is to carry your charm with you. You can carry it in your pocket, or if, like me, you want it a little safer, you can put it in your bag. So I've got my Louis Vuitton bag here, and I'm going to tuck that down in my bag, and now I've got a magical charm wherever I travel. Well guys, thanks for being here today. I've had the best time. I hope you've enjoyed it too. Listen, please help me out. Like this video, favorite it, thumbs up, share it with your friends, hit subscribe, be part of our channel. And make sure to pop over to my merch store, see below this video, and get yourself a Psychic Bob t-shirt. And if you want to get on my schedule for a private reading, call my office. 703-825-3929 is my phone number, or write to me at my email, PsychicBobHickman@gmail.com. You guys rock. Love you. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. And I think we're going to have a seance. Not sure which type we're doing yet, but just be here and we'll have some fun. We'll see you then. Till then, may all of you always blessed be. Oh, and for those of you who are always asking, which I forgot, this is the jewelry I'm wearing today. It is my green man pendant. Isn't he beautiful? He's made out of pewter, and he has a green crystal at his third eye. So I invoke the green man today for our magic. So there you go. Blessed be.